this tutorial I'm going to show you how to crochet the twisted stitch, sometimes known as the woven stitch, because you get this sort of basket like weave through your pattern. It's beautiful texture to it, and it is the same on the front as it is on the back. It's a 2-row repeated pattern, but the rows are pretty much just the reverse of each other, as you'll see when we get to the tutorial. So let's have a look at the tutorial. So for this tutorial I'm using Shapier's Katona. I have a 4mm crochet hook because this is a double knit yarn. You can use any weight yarn you like with the corresponding size crochet hook. I have scissors to cut off my end, needle to sew in my ends, and a stitch marker just in case I need one. So this stitch pattern is worked in rows, so we're going to make a foundation chain. So we start off by making a slip knot. You can do this in whichever way you prefer. And our foundation chain needs to be made in multiples of an odd number plus an extra 3 at the end. So I'm going to go up to 21. So yarn over, pull through, that's my first one. Yarn over, pull through the loop 2, 3, 4, 5. So pause the video now whilst you make your foundation chain in odd numbers for the width you would like your piece to be, and I shall see you in a moment. So I have my foundation chain in the width I would like my work to be, so I've gone up to 21 for my odd number. I'm now going to add my extra 3 for turning chains, so 1, 2, 3, and those will give us the height for our work. So row 1 starts in the 4th chain from the hook, so we don't count the 1 on the hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and we're going in there with a treble. That's UK terms, in US that's a double. So we yarn over, insert into that 4th chain, yarn over and pull up a loop. You should have 3 loops on your hook. Yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Then I'm going to put a treble in the next stitch, so yarn over into the next chain, yarn over, pull through, 3 loops on your hook, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And we're going to put 1 treble, UK treble, that's double in US, 1 treble in each stitch or each chain all the way down the row. So treble in each stitch. So pause the video now whilst you work your way to the end of the row, and I shall see you in a moment. So there we have row 1 complete. For row 2 then we're going to chain 3, 1, 2, 3, and turn our work. That chain 3 counts, therefore we're not going to work the first stitch. And for this row and all the other rows we're going to be working front post and back post trebles. That's front post and back post doubles in US. So we're not going to work around this first one here, we're going to work around the second one there to start the row. So yarn over, go in from the front, behind the post and back out the front again. Yarn over and pull a loop behind that post. You should have 3 loops on your hook, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Now around the next post from the previous row we're going to do a back post treble. So yarn over, coming round the back, over the front and back out the back again. Yarn over, pull your loop back through, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. Then we do another front post, so yarn over, in from the front, behind the post and back out again. Yarn over, pull a loop through and complete the treble. And then we do a back post, so yarn over, coming round the back and out through the front, over the top of that post and at the back again, yarn over, pull that loop around that post and then complete your treble. And we're going to do that all the way down the row, so front post, back post, front post, back post, right up until you get to the end of the row, or just before the end of the row, and I shall show you what to do at the end. So pause the video now. So just coming up to the end of my row, I'm going to do my last back post. And then we're going to do a treble in the top of this turning chain. That's UK terms, that'd be a double in US. So yarn over, insert into the top of that turning chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2. And there you have row 2 complete. So for row 3 then, it's very similar to row 2. We're going to chain 3. And we're going to turn our work. Now we started row 2 with a front post treble. We're going to start row 3 with a back post treble. So we don't count this treble that we have here. We're going around this one here, the second one. So yarn over, round the back, over the top and out the back again, pull through your loop, and complete your treble. Yarn over, front post this time, round the back, and complete your treble. So wherever you have a front post from the previous row, you can go around the back, and when you have one that's at the back, you can go round the front. So continue this way all the way down the row, so back post treble, followed by a front post treble, all the way down until you get to just before the end, and I shall see you in a moment. So I'm just coming up to my last set, so I'm going to do back post, and then a front post. And as we did in the previous row, we're going to do a treble into the top of the turning chain. And you can already see the weave pattern starting to come through. Because it's only the starts and the ends of the rows that are slightly different, and we are staggering these stitches, you will end up with the same pattern on the front as on the back. So now we just repeat rows 2 and 3 until we have the length of work that we want. So for row 2, we chain 3, we turn our work, and then we start a front post treble. You're pulling that one forward, and then you do a back post treble, pulling that one back. Then we do a front post to pull that one forward, and we do a back post to pull that one back. So I'm going to work up a few more rows now for you to see how it looks, and I shall see you in a moment. So I've just worked up a few more rows for you to see how it looks. There's the front and there's the back, so you can see it's exactly the same on the front and back. But you really do get a lovely texture, lovely woven fabric with this, and it is sometimes known as the woven stitch, so that makes sense. Very simple pattern, nice one to remember, as long as you remember to, whichever there's the last stitch you do, so if you do a front post on your last stitch there, you do a front post on your next side as your first stitch. So nice easy pattern, a nice one to do for mindful crochet. So if you've enjoyed this tutorial, please give it a thumbs up. It really does help YouTube to show it to other crocheters. And if you haven't done so, please do subscribe. It is free and you can unsubscribe anytime you like if you decide it's not for you. I share lots of crochet patterns and crochet stitches, tip tutorials, that's not easy to say, and lots of other interesting things to help you on your crochet journey. If you've enjoyed seeing my ice cream stitch marker, that's available on my website and also my Etsy shop, I'll pop the links in the description below. And anything you buy from the shop, there's lots of stitch markers and haberdashery items there, so anything you buy really does help to support the channel. I shall pop 2 videos on the side of the screen over here to help you on your crochet journey, and I shall see you over there. Thank you so much for joining me on this one, and happy hooking!